listening to I'm Dave and I Care. I am Dave and I do care. I'm talking to the kids on the street. You're tired, you're hungry, you're pierced in more places than you can probably remember. You've run away from your nice house on the east side to hang out on the Ave and ask for spare change. I hear you, but I don't hear you saying spare change. I hear you saying, listen to me, care about me, understand me. And my young friends, I do. We're coming to you live here from Dave's Drop-In Center. The door's always open. It's always open at Dave's. And whoa, look who's dropped in tonight. It's Craig. Now, Craig used to go to Interlake, but he was recently kicked out. Now, what happened there, Craig?
I listened to a song by The Cure backwards, and it told me to beat up my math teacher.
Okay, I hear that. I hear that. You beat him up. But maybe, you know, if you and I put our heads together, we could think of a different way for you to handle conflicts like that so you could finish school.
Hey, that stuff doesn't matter, because I'm going to be a big rock star like Nirvana.
Okay, good. That's good. You keep reaching for those stars, Craig. But remember, you got to keep your feet on the ground.
Shut up, man.
Okay, now, Craig, now listen up, buddy. Look, when you point like this, let me just show you something here. You got 3 other fingers right there pointing right back at you, buddy. But I hear you, Craig. I hear what you're saying, and I understand that music is very important to you and that these authority figures just don't see that side of you. Well, guess what? I got some records here, buddy, and after the show, you and I will listen to some Jethro Tull, some Moody Blues, and you and I are going to rock and roll, buddy. How about that, huh? Oh, well, hey, look who else has dropped in here. It's Cindy again. Now, Cindy is a rich, bored Bellevue girl who spends her free time on University Avenue sneering and smoking.
Yeah, I sit on the sidewalk between Pagliacci and Payless, so don't anyone try to take my spot or I'll just kick your butt.
Okay, I hear that. Now, what have you been doing, Cindy?
Well, this week I started catching domestic animals and killing and stuffing them.
Cool. Okay, now tell me about that.
Well, my neighbor had this, Stephen neighbor had this dog that barked all the time, and I got, like, totally sick of it, so I offed it.
So instead of talking to your neighbor about the problem, you decided it was a better idea to kill and stuff the dog?
Uh-huh. I got the idea from Beavis and Butthead.
Okay, now. Okay, we're kidding. We're kidding here. Okay, we have a lot of fun down at Dave's, and it's okay to have fun. But hey, let's get down to reality now. Let's pass out on the word about how drugs are not cool, okay? Now, all week, kids put messages into my stash box here, and then we read them. Now, who wants to help, okay? Okay? This is messages about why it's not cool to use drugs. Okay, Craig.
You can't get good stuff now that Seth has been busted.
Seth got busted?
Yeah, and they're trying him as an adult.
Oh, that is so harsh.
Okay, now, all right, Cindy. That's your turn now.
Okay. If you don't do drugs, you can grow up to be just as successful as Dave, who drives a Dodge Volare.
Okay, now that's great. That's great. Now, I'm going to take one here. Okay, it's, remember, drugs spelled backwards is scurred. Okay, that's cool. That's great. I hear that. And now here's another reason that drugs aren't cool, because the bags that drugs come in, they're not recyclable. Think about that, kids. There's only one Earth. Okay, now we got a special guest tonight. I know he's here. Jared, come on out. Jared, come on. Now, Jared's an old friend. I got him off the street. Now he's in alternative school, and I hear you got a job this week, Jared. Is that right?
Yeah, at Burger Barn.
All right. And what do you do there?
Fries.
Okay, now, Jared, isn't that better than being out there on the Ave? You know, I just think that...
Don't hassle me.
Okay, Jared, I hear what you're saying, but what I really hear you say...
I said, don't hassle me. That is what I said. Now let's try it again. Don't hassle me.
Love me. Don't love me because I don't, Jared, because I don't feel worthy, because my self-esteem has been wounded by people who don't. Wacko, man.
You suck.
Okay, now I hear that you're a wacko, you suck, but you know what I really hear? I hear you saying, thanks, Dave, because I know you care. And I do, kids. I do care. Goodbye, kids. I'm Dave, and I care. Jerry, come back.